Hi there, Oliver. This is John, your guitar teacher. Let's see if you can see me. So today I'm going to record a quick little lesson about a song that I know that's not very complicated, and it's a good strummy song that changes chords fairly regularly, and the changes aren't that complicated. There's one new chord in it that I want to show you, and maybe I'll show it to you now before we get into the song. Most of the song has chords that you totally know already, and there's only one that's different, and it's a good one. It's a good solid chord. And the chord that we're going to play, first it has an E minor before it and after it, and I'm going to suggest that we play E minor in this one, just this part of the song, with these two fingers, with fingers 2 and 3. So see, there's my E minor. Now what I'm going to do to make B7, which is the chord we're going to use today that's new, see that? I went from here to here. Let me break down what's happening. This finger, first finger, is going to be on the D string. That's the 4th string on the 1st fret. Your middle finger is going to play the A string, the 5th string on the 2nd fret. On the 2nd fret of the G string and the 2nd fret of the E string, we'll have 2 more fingers. So all in the 2nd fret, I have the A string, that's the 5th string. Not that string, the A string, the G string, and the E string. That strings 1, 3, and 5 are all in the 2nd fret. And then this buddy holds the 1st fret of the D string. You'll notice that the B string is open. Here, let me see if this works out. See that little picture right there? Oh, that's backwards. Oh, man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go like this. I hope that this points right at it. See that? See B7? Oh, I got to kind of get it right there. Oh, it's still backwards. Dang it. Am I backwards? I guess I am a little bit. This whole thing is backwards. That's what I'll tell you. Okay, so anyway, I want to try to play B7 one more time, okay? It's going to sound like this. Okay. I want you to take a second to try to put your fingers there. 1st fret's over here on the D string. Then 2nd fret's on all the strings except for the high B and the low E. So it's going to, at the end of the tune, when we get to the end of the tune, we're going to go E minor, B7, E minor, okay? The rest of the song is mostly G's and E minors with one tiny little A break. It's a song called Me and My Uncle by a band called The Grateful Dead. So we're going to play a G chord first. And then we're changed to E minor, see that? Back to G, back to E minor. We're going to do it a 3rd time, the same way, from G, then to E minor. This time, on the 4th one, we go from G, and then to A. Now, I'm strumming very simple. I'm just strumming down strums, like big beats, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the whole tune. Now I want you to take a second and write out on a piece of paper, like I did before I found out that my camera was only going to record things backwards, which is a little vexing, I'm not going to lie. Let me see if I can try that again and see if it's actually happening the way I think it is. Yep, it is, for sure. What if I hold it right in front of me? No, those are backwards. Weird. I must be backwards too. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this again. Now I want you to play through the song once or twice on your own before you come back, okay? Let me just refresh your memory of what the song structure is as simply as possible. Then when you come back, we're going to kind of make it a little bit more complicated, or not complicated, just a little bit more varied with the pick and our strumming style, okay? So here's the very basic shape of the chords. If you want to take some notes or write this down on a piece of paper, you can. So we're going to play G for 2 fast measures of 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then E. We're going to do that exact line 3 times. Here's the 2nd one. Here comes the 3rd one. And then on the 4th one, coming up right now, we're going to go from G, then over to A minor. I like using these fingers for A minor, or not A minor, shoot, A major, so that I can go ba, la, la, see that? So after I come G, A, E, minor, E minor. Now I want you to practice that for a second. Take some time and make sure you can do all those switches. Okay, pause. And we're back. Okay, now I hope that you've run your fingers through the little courses. And if B7 is still complicated, that's okay. We're going to have plenty of time to talk about it. If you can't make out what's going on in my fingers and you need something that you can look at, I'm positive that you can find a resource, whether online or in a book or something, that shows you how a B7 chord is formed. And when I see you next time, I'll tell you about the lengths people used to have to go to find out chords that they didn't know. Lucky you, you have a guitar teacher. Lucky me, I had books to look at and things like that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to make the strumming a little bit more interesting. I'm going to go like... So what I'm doing is I'm not strumming all the way through the whole guitar. I'm just strumming partially through the lower strings. I'm going little, little, big, little, 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 big. See that? Now, I put the chord changes in. Here we go. E minor. And it looks like I'm doing another little thing at the end. I'm going boom, taka. See that? So what I'm doing, sometimes I have to hear it, what I'm doing, before I can figure out what it is. I'm going little, little, big, little, 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 big, chaka, little, little, big, little, 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 big, chaka. And a chaka is a quick down up, getting us ready to start again. Now this song is a murder ballad, sort of. Not really a murder ballad. It's definitely about murder. It's about some Wild West activity that goes down, and it's a pretty good song. I might want to let you go ahead and listen to the Grateful Dead's version of it, but I'm going to sing at least a couple verses, because why not? And here we are all together, right? It's a good song, and it's a good one to practice, as it makes you have to learn G and E minor so super solid, and then you can find your way to A very easily. And then normally we go to E minor like this, right? When we're coming from G over here, because it makes sense. Our pivot finger's there and our finger joins. But then from E minor, or from G up to A, it makes sense to use these three fingers because we're kind of already used to going like this, right? So this finger comes here, and both of those grab there. There's your A. And then these two fingers hop down for E minor. These pivot up for B7. And then you go right back for E minor. So it's a very sequential song, and it's a good one to riff on. So here's it goes. I might end up singing the whole song. I don't even know. Let's find out. Well, me and my uncle went riding down South Colorado, West Texas bound. We stopped over in Santa Fe, that being the point, just about halfway. And you know it was the hottest part of the day. I took the horses up to the stall, went to the barroom, ordered drinks for all. 3 days in the saddle, you know my body hurt. It being the summer, I took off my shirt, and I tried to wash off some of that dust and dirt. Now I just noticed that I do a little bit of a different rhythm in my A, and I probably want to break down how that works, because it's not fair for me to just do something and not tell you how it's going. So when I'm going from a G, I go A. There I'm getting kind of fancy. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down. Sometimes I'll take a part of a song that I'm working on. I'll just take it right out of the song and not think about the song for a minute. Just try to perfect the little bit of technique that makes that rhythm feel natural, right? So I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm hitting the low bass string, and then I'm hitting the chord, and that is a good idea for something that you should try to do at home. So hold it in an A chord. See if you can use your pick to just grab the A note and then hit the chord. See how I went bass, down, up, down. See that? Bass, down, up, down. If I keep going. Bass, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. Anyway, see if you can figure out how that works. Where did I tried to watch that some of that Dustin. West Texas Cowboys, they's all around. Weed, liquor, and money, they're loaded down. So soon after payday, no one seems ashamed. You know my uncle, he starts stealing the game. Hey, hello Jack, can the winner take the hand? There's more to the song. You should listen to it. It's a good one. Okay, friend, that's all the time that I'm going to have here to talk about this one song. I hope you learned the chord B7 today. I hope you had some fun practicing between those strums, and why don't you work on that song until I see you next week? Okay, thank you. See you soon.